The Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show. Here we go.
What up? What up? What up, thou? We are live and direct. We are here. Official Saturday, week 1. Boss and the Sauce Show with none other than the Boss and the Sauce. How you feeling, Big Ragu?
We're going old school here, guy. Doing real good. Doing real good. Had a pretty good opening couple days for college football. Um, Today's a pretty good. I call it almost like a championship Saturday feel. We got 3 major blockbuster games going this weekend. 4 actually, but 3 of them could be the best game of the top 5 best games of the year early on. So excited to kick it with you, and let's see what we can put together as far as wins and losses. And hey, man, I'm ready to rock and roll.
Hey, me too, man. But I don't got a lot of plays today. I bet all my stuff earlier. You can check some of our stuff over on Twitter X and YouTube.
It'll be a lighter schedule today for sure.
So I'm much lighter, and with good reason, because a lot of stuff is undetermined. A lot of stuff, a lot of mistakes, stuff like that. So everybody got to kind of tread lightly a little bit.
Absolutely.
Here today, even though it is an overwhelming day, but I already did that on Thursday. Did too much bet games. I know I didn't have no business betting, but I was so hyped up from.
Yeah, look at that Army game, Tarleton State. I mean, come on, at that sleeper team from Texas. Evidently, we talked about that off camera a little bit during the week, but there's going to be those games that they're going to be early on too that happen that way. So, like you said, tread lightly, my boys. Tread lightly.
Tread lightly. But let's just jump on into it. We're gonna make this try to short and sweet for y'all. So all my people out there on the replay, y'all can get it real quick and get on with your day and win some of this money. But before we go into that, we must go into what we got going on right now this year. Boss and the Sauce Show official biscuits and gravy picks, which is a huge contest that all of the people right here, me, myself, Big Ragu, and Wine Time, we're all in this big contest together, as one, as usual, who banging it out. And we've been getting to it, man. We've been getting to it. So we're going to have our new segment to the show, Biscuits and Gravy, where we go over our 7 biscuits and gravy college football picks for the week. You want to jump into that, Big Ragu?
Yeah, I mean, you got the plays on screen. I hope I don't have them written down anywhere, but we can talk about the plays.
Oh yeah, we got it all under control.
Yeah,
let's go.
There we go.
Biscuits and
gravy look at there. Look at there
of the week. We started off with Cincinnati plus 6.5. That was a win. We moved over to Miami of Ohio. What was that, Thursday night? That was a win.
Got in by the hook.
Yesterday, Baylor plus 2.5. We took a loss. But it's Saturday. We got 4 strong picks heading all the way into Sunday left. First up, we got the Northwestern pick. Northwestern pick against Tulane is basically a pick where Tulane's a lot overrated in that game right there. They did really well last year, but they don't return the same, which is going to be very common. If you play at a smaller school one year and you do well, you're going to take some NIL money and try to get over to a bigger school. So this is happening over here. Great opportunity for always underrated Northwestern to not only win, but cover as well. But we have them for the cover in the contest. Was you in on that one, Big Ragu?
Yeah, you guys, that was more of a consensus play because I didn't really get down on that game. I know you and Warren liked it. And, I kind of went along with it. I don't have any problem with it. The only thing, it is a Power 5 team or getting or a Group of 5 team that's favored in this instance over a Power 4 team. That's a little eye opener there, but I think we'll see a lot of offense here. So I think kind of lean towards the total, but I like catching the points too. Tulane's got a pretty good football, pretty good offense. So we'll see what happens, but I'll take the points here with
Hey,
Northwestern.
catching the points been the way to go lately with a lot of these games. So we are catching the points right there. And speaking of catching the points, we're catching the points with FAU. My man, one of my man Big Ragu picks, is coming out of Florida, the best in
Mhm.
Florida. It got to be right here with my man Big Ragu. Break that one down for him, Big Ragu.
Yeah, this is more or less. It's not a play on FAU. Well, it is kind of a play on FSU. I'm not really big about coming back on first year coaches, but this kid here, Zach Kitley, I say, I said his name, Zach Kitley. He was the offensive coordinator at Texas Tech. He played. He was the offensive coordinator at Western Kentucky. He was the offensive coordinator at Houston Baptist. So all high power air raid offenses. He's 33 years old. He's the youngest head coach in FBS right now, and he's kind of collaborated these high power offenses. Mainly dedicated to pass. Maryland's defense last year, I think, was ranked like 103 versus the pass, 105 overall on defense. So I think it leaves some opportunity. Yeah, it's a first year coach, but he does bring a quarterback with him that he kind of recruited at Western Kentucky to kind of run it. Caden Belt Camp. I guess he's got the experience they think that can hang, with this Maryland type of team offensively. So it's not much. It's going to be more of a play on the FAU offense versus the Maryland defense. And I'm catching better in 2 touchdowns. We'll see how he brings it up. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for this game. This is probably my biggest question mark of the day, but I kind of like catching those points. It is in Maryland, a team, but they can. I think if they get the offense going early, I think it'll be a long day. Not for Maryland. I think we're going to see a lot of points here because the total is pretty high here. I think it's like close to 60 points. So we'll see points both ways. So that bodes well for FAU, I believe.
Yes. And last two on the board is Alabama and Notre Dame. I'm gonna go over Alabama. I'm gonna go over Notre Dame first. Really, in most of the years past, I would be on my fan bet right here, where I basically take the opposite team plus the points and hope for the best. If my team wins, I win. If my team loses, I still win. It's a kind of a concept I did for a long time, but this Notre Dame team is one of the top teams we've had in a long time, despite the DJ Carr situation with the quarterback. The coach said, it's a gut feeling with DJ Carr, so that means he must see some type of magic, and that's what they need at quarterback of Notre Dame, some magic, because what we had for the past few years has been kind of mediocre. If we can finally get a quarterback to really fire it up, that'd be great. But that's not just where we laid this bet in. We laid this bet in too with Marcus Freeman record against the spread. Marcus Freeman on the road. Marcus Freeman in so many different ways, and what he's doing at Notre Dame. They should be readily prepared for this road trip to Miami. Now the big wobbler is Notre Dame 0-6 versus Miami at Miami in all-time history. But I mean, we're talking 2025, not all-time history. We got Marcus Freeman right here. And as I always say, the sun must shine on a dog's ass someday, and it's gonna shine on Notre Dame on Sunday. And our next pick is Alabama. This one right here, just really, really high on Alabama this year and what they have all set up. I mean, the defense last year was a few clicks away from being top notch, and the offense needed some work. Kalen DeBoer brings his good homie in, an offensive coordinator, to dial this up, and I think we see that explosive Alabama team that Alabama fans and the SEC is hoping for, and they're going to display it today. They're going to display it today, and we might be back to, what was it, first quarter Alabama we used to take, or first half.
Well,
We might be back to something like that, as explosive as Kalen DeBoer can get on the offensive side.
hang on one moment now. You think for 1 minute that I'm going to rock a Bama hat when they're playing FSU? Get out of here with that. Let's roll. Go Knowles. All right. Here's why I like the Knowles. There's a lot of question marks there, right? We bring in Miles on. We bring in the defensive coordinator for Penn State. We've got some championship caliber coordinators now, and the talent was always there. It just kind of discombobulated last year with that squad. But I mean, I'm catching points in a brand new stadium tonight. They're kicking off totally revamped stadium up in Tallahassee, so the crowd's going to be legit. But hey, give Kalen DeBoer his due. They were a 9-win team last year, just sat outside the playoffs, which is kind of unacceptable for Alabama. But in this era and day, like I said, first year coach, it's a stud. He's going to be good for a long time over there at Bama too, because they're going to get the recruits. They got the money just like most of these big schools do. But catching 2 touchdowns now, so 13 and a half. You got the better of the numbers, so that's a good thing. But I think I'm going to take a little different take on it. I'm going to go with FSU in the first half because I think if Bama pulls away, it's going to be later in the game. But I think FSU might surprise some people early. There's a lot of question marks, like I say, with Malzahn and all the changes up there. So let Mike. If Mike Norvell usually makes one big bonehead move that winds up costing the game. Last year, I mean, a 2-win season. Come on, you go from playing a possibility national champ to falling off 2 wins the following year. That's like one of the biggest falls off in college football history. But we'll see what happens today. I'm excited for the game. 3:30 start at the Doak. So put me on FSU first half.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have a win-win on this one, anyways. Because if Alabama wins and covers, then we
Yeah,
win in the biscuits and gravy. And
yeah.
if FSU's cover, you get a little cash in your pockets. There's nothing wrong with
There,
that. There's nothing
there
wrong
it
with that.
is.
We live to
That's a
keep
fan play.
going.
That's not one of my official releases, but that's a fan bet for me on that one.
Absolutely. Big shout out to our guy X. Says that everything looks immaculate. Hey man, we try to cut ourselves and being classy. You don't see those sloppy guys when you see us in AC in a couple more days. You don't see that. You
Wow,
see
20,
nothing but
20
the
days
best, baby.
away, right?
Yeah. We 20
That's
days
crazy.
away from the AC trip. And speaking of that Florida State pick, though, I don't see my guy in the chat. Maybe he's watching, but he's not in the chat. But we got to do our guy NC33. He's now called Mr. Adventure Man.
Oh, come on!
Okay.
Oh
That's our
wow!
guy,
Oh
Adventure
wow!
Man.
I didn't even talk to him today, and that's a shocker for me right there. Out of all the games, he went with FSU plus, huh? Wow.
Yeah, he's on FSU today, and going up against the big dogs right here. So we have to see how this goes today. It's going to be exciting to watch that one. But that's our biscuits and gravy pick. My man Wine, it's the same link, Wine, but I'll send it again to you again in X right now. But let's jump over into some of the games that we got on for the day. Let me send Wine this real quick. Yeah, he texted me earlier this morning and told me what his play was. So I know he's probably watching. He probably just can't text him that right now. Here we go. One.
Hey, we were up in Saratoga last week this time at the horse track for the Travers. What a
Yeah,
what a race that was.
how
Beautiful
was it out
scene up
there?
there.
Was it wonderful?
Oh, it was gorgeous. 76 degrees, up on the foothills of the Adirondacks and beautiful country up there. I was talking to Dom. I says maybe next year we can do a little Saratoga meetup this time of year, right for college football kicks off.
Yeah, I got to get my outfits together because I seen you and my man Hey looking real spiffy out there for the
Yeah.
Saratoga, man. I got to get it together.
Everybody should experience that. If you're a player, a gambler, a horse player, whatever, even if you're not, it's a nice scene.
I'm gonna jump straight into one of my picks that I have for the weekend. I'm gonna hold a couple off in case Wine makes it over here before we get out of here. But we got the new segment where we get 60 seconds right here to let y'all know what's up with these games. So let me jump into this Ball State Purdue game in 60 seconds. Here we go. So Ball State Purdue right here. This is a more of a press on Barry Odom. Barry Odom comes from UNLV. We see what he left behind. His impact is real. He's a great coach. He's playing this Ball State coach right here. This guy, Ball State, they trying to say that they have the more returners, but they weren't good last year. Is not going to make them any more better this year. Getting a new coach, they paid less for the new coach than they have for the old coach. So the old coach made 700,000. New coach pays 600,000. I think it's just a program that doesn't want to put money into the team. So once they put some money into this thing, they may get better. But it's going to be a great opportunity for my man Barry Odom and the Purdue and the things he do on offense, which is great. And he's going to get them there. Let's go, Purdue minus 18.
And
Here
you
we
beat
go.
the clock too. That's
He
impressive.
said, I had to beat the clock.
First one out. You had to make the example, right? You had to set the standard right there.
Exactly. Next one, LSU and Clemson. That's you, right?
Oh my God, really? Okay. Well, let's talk. When are you going to put
You,
the
you
clock up?
yeah, I'm gonna put the clock up. Or do you want to hop? You got anything to say
I
about
can
the
hop to.
Purdue game?
No, nothing for me on Purdue. That's a good. That's a good
Okay,
rebuttal there. Yeah, we got it. If somebody on the panel has, they get 30 seconds to rebut. How's that? No, I don't have anything on
yeah.
Purdue.
Okay, you ready for Clemson?
Let's go.
Okay, let me clear the clock real quick. Okay,
Boom.
here we go. Ready? Let's go.
All right. You got double Death Valley, hit the button, man. You got double Death Valley, double Tigers. This could be a national championship game, possibly down the road at some point in time. It's a little disrespect here, calling who's got the real Death Valley, and you got two Heisman candidate quarterbacks rolling out in this one here with Nussmeier and Klubnik. But I think Clemson did real quietly. Solid season last year. Under the radar. LSU, they both of these teams struggle coming out of the gate. I think I don't think your boy Kelly has a win in a lifetime in game one, and same thing with Clemson. So, but little disrespect here for the Tigers at home. I think, but I think they get it done. I think they cover the number. 3.5 is going to be tricky. At first, I was leaning LSU, but I think they're a little bit more talented on paper. But give me the real Tigers in the real Death Valley at home minus the 3.5.
Oh, you slid right in. I got a quick rebuttal on that one because I got out real quick. Give me 60 seconds. Let's go. So these teams is almost like they're two alike. You know what I'm saying? They both have really strong defenses. They both have talented quarterbacks. They both have one has an easy schedule, one has a hard schedule. Only thing different over there with LSU is Kelly's on the hot seat. They say, which I can kind of see at that program. Um, you know, I really wanted to bet Kelly. I mean, the sun must shine on the dog's ass theory because he's horrible in these openers. But it just kept pushing me away thinking about Dabo Sweeney and his defensive line. If there's anything like he had back there when Trevor Lawrence went there, that defense, what they had going on, if he's anywhere back to that, then they clobber him. If he's anything short of that, Brian Kelly gets prepared and takes advantage and gets the win on the road. And we talk all LSU hype until he blows it again. I'm out.
Well, it's good. One other note to add to that. I think we're going to see a lot of, even though we're talking about defense, I think with these two quarterbacks, there's a lot of, I think the better skill positions are on the LSU side, but don't sell Clemson short because LSD defense is nothing to write home about either. So we'll see a lot of points scored in this game. So I kind of like the over here too.
Um, Another game that you could give me a quick 60 seconds with right here. Um, I was really waiting for my man Wine to talk about this. Well, yeah, I don't really want to talk about Syracuse, Tennessee, but I want to talk about this one, UCLA and Utah right here. Give me 60 seconds. Here we go. So in this game right here, I don't really believe all in UCLA. I don't like the move the quarterback kid did from Tennessee to go to UCLA. I don't even like UCLA accepting that move like it's a cheat code or something to do. A disrespectful young man who's playing everything but football to excite his pockets in this situation. He's out here in Westwood in LA. I'm sure he's eating it up, all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna ride on the side of what we had in our previews with Utah and the fact that Willingham is coming off of a bad season and he's bounced back every time he's came off a bad season. His defense is always solid. He went and got the quarterback from New Mexico, Dampier, and he can show you guys today if he's going to be a Heisman candidate. And for real, I think he's a little short of it. I think he's a good player. I think Utah gets the win right here against UCLA at UCLA today. And I don't think my man Wine would like that because he really likes UCLA. I'm out.
Yeah, I know he likes some of the personnel changes with the coaching staff on the offensive side, which the quarterback's coach was my son's roommate in college at FSU. He was at App State, and then they kind of worked together back at FSU. So he's pumped about it. But I tend to agree with you on this one. Utah is going to kind of, I think, real. Whittingham always puts out a quality team, and they play hard. Not to say that UCLA won't show up, but I think at the end, Utah gets to the number. Not an official play, but a lean from it.
Unofficial play. I like it. Let's go over to this game right here. I don't know if you have anything on this one right here, Ragu, Virginia
Oh, yeah, I
Tech,
got something. I got it. Yeah,
South
I got
Carolina.
something.
You want 60 seconds with this one?
Give me the 60. Put it up.
Let's go. 60 seconds with this one.
So this game has a pretty public feel with Carolina. Carolina finished up real strong last season. They had a 2-point loss early on to Bama in Tuscaloosa, but they rolled 6 out of 7 towards the end of the season. That bowl game left a little nasty taste in their mouth when they played Illinois in the bowl game with the shenanigans that the Belima pulled on the sidelines. But this is a solid team. They're backed by a Heisman Trophy candidate. Lenore Sellis, who's arguably might be the best quarterback in the SEC and maybe football for that matter, most athletic. Virginia Tech side of the ball, got Brent Pry in his third year. He's a team that lost, that split in college ball. They went 4-4 in conference play and lost like 5 out of 6 down the road. So I think Carolina's got the momentum here. If we delay a touchdown or less, do it, which I doubt you will, but I'm not scared to lay the 7 with South Carolina here. So I think they get the money.
I got a rebuttal for that one, but I'm actually off the game. But Virginia Tech, last weekend, quarterback went out, got arrested, DWI. DWI at this level shows what's really going on campus, which doesn't show that they're actually focusing in on the football that they should be focusing in on it. But a week before the game, before the games, the quarterback goes out and gets in a DWI. Well, that doesn't sound good, which keeps me all the way off it. But these are two similar teams, kind of like we seen last night with Colorado and also with the Auburn game. They're kind of similar on both sides of the ball. Should be a really good game, but I'm not buying in on Virginia Tech. They may be partying just a little bit too much over there, but a lot of people are on South Carolina side. When we previewed South Carolina, we didn't give them a high grade like they getting in this game going into it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm off.
Yeah, they do one quick little comeback. They do lose some stuff on. They do have a little bit lighter on the defensive side. So you're gonna definitely have to have the offense carry this team a little bit more this year than last year. So you're right about that.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what goes on over there. That's going to be on Sunday as well. Only thing we didn't really touch on, and Wine wasn't here, was the Syracuse game, and it's not much that I can tell you about that one because it's an all over mess. On even it's a lot of what would you call it?
What about the Ohio State game?
Ohio State. Oh, I didn't put that one up, but we could just
Yeah.
talk about the Ohio State.
We got it because I'm sure everybody kind of wants to know a little something.
Yeah. From here, we can just fire up.
Yeah. I mean, basically, that one, I think the public is highly on Texas. I think it's kind of played down a little bit too. With a lot of Arch Manning, hype on that one. I mean, you got the defending national champions playing at home in Columbus, which is always a tough place to play. Yeah, I get it. They lost some talent, NFL talent, and there's still question marks for me. I mean, even though Manning had a couple great starts, filling in for years, and there's a lot of hype. There's a ton of hype on this game, but I lean Ohio State at home. Just if you're going to be a small dog at home, give me the national champions coming back. That's going to be a pretty good game. This could be the national championship game later on in the season for all that matters because they have these teams, I believe, like 1-2, where they got Penn State picked second right now, but Ohio State, they always find a way to get there at the end of the season. So um, I lean Ohio State at home. To be the man, you got to beat the man. So that's my motto on this.
Yeah, yeah, I like that too. I lean Ohio State as well. I'm not sold on Archie Manning. I don't know. I think media or something today like really sells like people that don't really even involved in the whole situation like that are totally sold on the media aspects of Archie Manning. And it's like that sports bettors be like, I'm about to put my money down on this. I can't be so zealous about what goes on in the public. But Ohio State showed you. I mean, it's not much is going to say the defense is going to look any much different. I mean, the only biggest question is at quarterback. And they've switched quarterbacks every other year with Ryan Davis and his tenure there. So I don't think that's going to be a big deal either. So I think we
Yeah.
get a really tough for Ohio State, and Ohio State's going to need it because playing in the Big Ten, everything counts, especially these out of conference games. Shout out to our guy Razor Sharp in the chat right here. He is on Ohio State, Texas under 47.5. He says Boston the sauce is back. Yes, it is, man. And it
Oh, got
feels
Razor.
sweet.
Hey, I
It
hope you're
feels
feeling better,
sweet.
Razor. I know he went through like a little procedure with his appendix. So shout out to
Oh,
Razor on the get well
shout out
tip.
to yeah, get well, Razor. And a big shout out to Andrew G showed up. Shout out to Nicholas Handy showed up, and definitely a big shout out to our guy AT33. I knew you were watching, man. I knew you was watching. And of course, our guy Andrew G shows up today, and we basically went over all the games.
Yeah.
Wine
You
time
got
didn't
any
make it
add-ons?
over.
You got any add-ons?
I'm just
Anything?
gonna play it by ear. To tell you the truth, in these games early, I've been doing a lot better live than my because I'm only 1-2 on my
Oh,
picks on my main picks so far, and you know
I
the
got a
live I've been
couple.
I'm plus units with live bets, and I don't really put those out or nothing like
The
that, but
live,
it's
yeah,
just
live is.
yeah.
We were talking about that live. Me and Avery last week. It's crazy the amount of action that you get on live. Just it's like endless. Just it's more of a volume thing. If I wouldn't call it get out, but you can chase. Playing live. You get hurt a little bit, but then again, then you can take advantage of some numbers that go your way too. So it's a double edged sword for me live playing. But I do. I'm not gonna
um,
say I don't play live, but I do play live every now and then.
Yeah, I doubled and tripled up on some games playing the live. I mean, it's just if you watch a lot of football, sometimes you can just see the flow of a game, and you can tell, if it's
Oh
second
yeah.
half to do this or
Oh yeah.
and then a lot of stuff get overshadowed, especially with the algorithms in regards to like lucky touchdowns or whatever. Whether a team really earned a touchdown or if they just got a touchdown. So you can
Yeah.
kind of weigh some of those factors real quick and catch a good number and just ride it on out. But, yeah, man, that's it for me, man. I got some Mountain West stuff is brewing up.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been
I
doing
got I got a
okay.
question for you on the Mountain West game. What do
Mhm.
you think about this Fresno State Georgia game, Georgia Southern? Because that's a that's a steam play, I think. Because I think Fresno was the opening favorite, and now all of a sudden they're 2.5. They were getting like it opened at 6.5, went down to 3. Now they're getting like 2.5. So keep an eye on that game. There's something going on with that game
I'm
there.
trying to stay away from Fresno State. I bought in on the high side of them, and now I can't see where the ceiling at because they had EJ Warner, Kurt Warner's son, out there,
Mhm.
and they have the new Ertz coach, but he's more of a defensive guy. So he's choosing just to run on the offense when he has a quarterback in EJ Warner that can really stretch it out. He can stretch it out like his dad. Like in that first game, they came out, they scored on the first drive, and they let him stretch it out a little bit. But then it was like they kept trying to run the ball instead of risking him stretching it out a little bit. I don't see it's not a good makeup. I had a lot of I thought it was the Fresno State organization, getting these sleeper good coaches to come in, and I'm not sure about this one right here. So I'm kind of stay away from them.
Yeah. That's, I mean, if you want to play on Fresno, that's, I know the steam's going the other way, but right now that their number is pretty good on the value side of things. But like I said, there's something must be going on with that game. Some of the insiders know something there that they're hammering that game pretty hard on the Georgia Southern side. Then the other game I was thinking about was just a little total play on Kentucky Toledo. I got the game capped at about 60 points. I think it's sitting about 48, 49. So maybe a 7 touchdown game there. Maybe it goes over. Toledo's always had the high power offense. Kentucky's had some struggles, but they play D too, so that might kind of be the equalizer there. But I still have some value in the over in that game too. Toledo, Kentucky over 48.5. That's all I got.
Yeah, I can't lie though. I do got my eye on some of those big. I have the theory of sometimes point spread can be so high because the book couldn't set it no higher, and I think that might be the case with USC. The whole thing with USC is they want to bring back the USC of the Pete Carroll age where they just ran
Oh
through
yeah,
people and ran it up. So they got a home opener right there. It's going to be pretty
yeah.
hot. And hot
35, I think. 36 points, something like that.
yeah, I think they get over that. And so, these will probably be some of the only chances trying to cash some of those a little bit
Yeah,
earlier. So I might touch some of those on the side, but I'm just going to
yeah.
take everything as it comes right now. I'm just really excited into diving into this Texas game, diving into this Alabama game. I got my 4 screens up right now. I think I'm looking at the T. I seen a 75 inch for 360. I was thinking about I need another TV right now.
You squeeze it in there or shuffle them around till you put the big one in the middle and the smaller ones around the side or top,
Yeah,
bottom,
that's what I
side,
got
side.
now. I got a big one in the
Yeah.
middle, and I got 2 on the side, and then I got 2 laptop screens. I got a big empty space to the right, and I'm like, man, just the last few days watching games. I don't have enough. I try to at least keep an eye on all of my bets, and sometimes I can't. But it's all good, man. I guess we're gonna wrap it on up. Once again, we're gonna be in AC in 20 days. We'll be out there. We definitely gonna be cashing some stuff. Breakfast with Boston, the sauce is gonna be amazing. We're gonna be on the boardwalk. It's just I can keep going on and on and on. But I'll let my man Dami Ricci tell you about
How's
it right
everybody?
here.
This is Don Gunn for Who-Bangin Sports Talk coming to you with a special announcement. We started thinking about it. It's been a good 10 years or so now since the whole sports betting, handicapping community joined forces with social media. What started out really with Twitter and YouTube has really grown and grown the community into numbers I've never thought we'd see. Then with the addition of IG and TikTok, it's really expanded. And we decided, we've had plenty of trips, plenty of get-togethers with our same friends, with our same members of different channels that we hang with. We decided, let's do a bigger one this year. Let's invite all the channels, all the sports bettors that are listening to this promotion. Let us open it up. If you think about it, we're all from different parts of the country. We all have different beliefs. We all root for different teams. We all bet differently. But the one thing we all have in common is we love sports. We love sports betting even more. And most we love taking money from that book. So join us this September, Thursday the 18th through Monday the 22nd on the boardwalk in Atlantic City for not only a sports betting meeting, not only a way to talk about sports and talk about handicapping it and try to improve our game, but we also throw the legendary parties. We have different events that are going to be going on, live events, live shows that if you like to participate in, you can. We're also going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be doing contests. More and more will be announced as it gets closer to September. And in true fashion, Who-Bangin style, no one's going home empty-handed. If you come for 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, you're going home with something. We put together a commemorative gift bag just so you can, a remembrance for the first, and I say the first of many, annual Who-Bangin Sports Talk Extravaganza. So email me, and that's Dom, DOMRICI 57, the number is 57 at Gmail, and I'll answer any questions you have. Anything I can help you out with, I'll be glad to. But hopefully you guys could all make it, and hope to see you there.
my man Don Ricci. He knocked that one down.
Where'd you get that guy to make that video?
I got him out of his old man ways and got him into some new stuff.
You know you're gonna
But,
lose him
shout
after
out.
that one, right? He's gonna be on major network pretty soon doing that.
Yeah, he's gonna blow up. But yeah,
Boy.
it's
Our guy
basically
Donnie.
it. I'm being happy to see my man Don, my man Nate. We got a lot of people. AOD, Comic Rig. We got plenty more. Ig, Dylan, a bunch more that's gonna be showing up. We're gonna be pretty thick out there. We're gonna have a really good time. We're gonna cash some tickets too. We always do.
Oh yeah.
So with all those sports better together, somebody's cashing tickets for sure. But yeah, that's it for now. We're gonna go over the picks real quick. I forgot about that part. Real quick. Let's go. Biscuits and gravy plays right here. We got Northwestern coming up. We got FAU a little later. We got Alabama a little later, and then on Sunday we have Notre Dame going into the plays on the show. I'm on Purdue -18 against Ball State. Big Ragu likes Clemson right here against LSU. UCLA and Utah. I like Utah to handle UCLA and Virginia Tech and South Carolina. Big Ragu likes South Carolina. Anything else from the chat? Somebody good says what's up. Glad we back. We glad we back good. We glad it's college football, and we welcome y'all to come back next week and see us again. We'll be in week 2. We'll be flowing a lot more faster and everything, but good 37-minute show. Thanks you for watching, even on the rewind. We appreciate y'all.
The Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show. Here we go.